The Adam Carolla Show. Your source for the news that matters. Or random stories that piss Adam off.
Well, Brian had to pee, so now Andy has to pee, but that's all right.
But I don't have to pee.
Yeah.
Or I could just pee right here.
Yeah.
Should we just go right into it?
Yeah, we'll get some of that wadding and see if we can mop it up. It's called wadding?
Is it? What? The wadding
the stuff
with
they
this...
shoved up your nose.
Oh, it's the packing. They call it a packing.
Oh, but it's really wadding.
I guess it's a wad, but it's packing. It is like packing material.
Is packing compressed wadding? I think it is. We'll figure out the difference between packing and wadding. Sorry.
Okay, no. All right, let's talk about Kathy Griffin, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think she's great. I've worked with her a few times, and you're a good friend. Are you friends with her? You're friends with her, right?
They're people in the business.
Right.
Like Kathy, maybe Andy Dick, David Allen Greer.
Mm-hmm. I know David too.
It's hard to be friends with them because they're insane.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
But I've known them for a long period of time and had many good interactions with them.
Well, she's obviously trying really hard to get back on that D list. Ever since the whole 2017.
Hold on. Brian needs to know he's now officially an enabler.
Oh yeah, you set that
Andy
right
Dick
up.
will not come back from the bathroom now.
Because of my actions?
Yes.
You had to pee.
You
Like,
literally opened the door to his bathroom.
You did.
All right.
I'm talking about Kathy Griffin. She's trying to get back, obviously, to where she was before the 2017 debacle. In my opinion, I mean, and this is such a great quote and so true. She said, "I wasn't just canceled, I was erased," which is 100% correct. I mean, she was obliterated. I mean, first of all, let me just ask you a question. Do you believe that she should have been, erased the way she was?
No.
I don't either.
The problem is a press conference. That was the problem.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
It wasn't the thing. The whole thing is everything goes away if you don't feed it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Agreed. But she had to do something.
I talk to Mark Geragos about this shit all the time.
Right.
It's like it'll just
let it
go away. It
You're
just
right.
goes
All right.
away. Because the problem is the something she did, A, it reminds everyone what happened, and then B, she had this big meltdown, and that became the thing.
It is. But here's the thing. Looking at, as a woman in this industry, she has a reputation because she had to really work for herself and carve out her own career. And a lot of people think, you're a bitch if you ask for what you want, etc. But she's also, she's a comedian. She's allowed to do this stuff. She told a joke, obviously, that did not go well, whether you agree with it or not. And she got death threats.
Well, do you remember the
threats?
Remember the storyline, the angle that Barron saw it and he was convinced that his dad had been beheaded?
Yes. Of course. Those are going to come out. Yes, he was traumatized.
That was always nonsense.
That's such nonsense. But it's
a gentle way of saying you special needs.
I mean, yeah. A little bit, yes. Look, I mean, I've told so many jokes that have bombed on stage. Could you imagine if I got a death threat every time?
Oh.
Could you imagine if you got off stage,
Andy
Adam?
Dick be reading the news right now.
Seriously? Could you imagine if you got off stage after one of your shows and someone was like, "I did not like that
Yeah,
joke.
I mean,
I'm going to kill you."
Look, I feel sorry for Kathy, but there's a lot of things going on with Kathy, and that's kind of the unfortunate part.
There definitely is, but she is on the up and up for sure. She's touring again.
She's hilarious.
She is hilarious.
I've known her since the Groundlings.
Yeah, she is hilarious. I think she's so talented. I did post one picture with her. She did the game show that I was on. One picture I put on my social media. Do you know how many hate messages I got, which was kind of awesome for me? I was this is so great. Oh yeah, they were like, "Look at these two red-headed whores." I'm like, yeah.
I was drunk. I'm trying to get her on the show. I'm happy to have her on the show.
My God, definitely get her on the show. All right, let's move on to something even better.
What was the game show?
It's called Funny You Should Ask.
Okay, moving on.
Oscar Meyer, guys, the people behind the Bologna that we all love, has come out with a new facial sheet mask. That's right.
I saw this.
Yeah, and it's sold out. I mean, it's just flying off the shelves. Now, look, I'm not a stranger to weird things on my face. We've talked about that before. Sure. And I love injecting a lot of poison into my face. But I'm going to draw the line with bologna. There it is. It's disgusting. It looks like something out of Silence of the Lambs.
Nighttime. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's like put the lotion on the, you know what I mean? Like it's really creepy.
So how does this work?
Okay, well, apparently it's like uber hydrating. It's really good for your skin, which is actually the opposite of processed deli meat, which is just loaded with sodium. But this facial mask is like really plumps up your skin. So basically, I think your skin is going to look like bologna. I think
what is the mask consist of? And by the way, bologna is such a relic of my super shitty poor childhood. I would never.
Why would you ever buy that for anyone? That's not.
I want to yell at every parent ever, which is
bologna.
Here are the rules. If this human being, this 9-year-old, would never eat this as an adult, you can't feed it to him.
Right.
You can't fucking foist it on them because I'm eating all this shit because I don't have a choice.
Right.
No one has no one's went into Art's Deli and go, give me the supersized bologna sandwich with the pimento loaf chaser. Like, if it's shit you would never touch. If you made more than $10 a year or you would never eat this as an adult, then you can't make that sandwich for your 9-year-old.
You can't do that for your child. Like, it's like hydrogel. So they teamed up with Korean, facial company, which, by the way, I love a lot of Korean facial stuff. It's great. But I have to be honest, Oscar Meyer, stay in your fucking lane.
And it's a good category of porn as well.
Look
the Korean
at that.
facial.
It is. Well, the bologna facial. I mean,
good too.
Look at her though. She's
good looking.
But she doesn't even look like she enjoys this facial. Like that's a terrible ad. She's like, get this deli meat off my face.
Why is Oscar Meyer Company is producing this?
It's the Heinz Company.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it's what is it? It's the Kraft Heinz. It's like Oscar Meyer has a first name. It's Gross. It's so gross. Like, I can't even. It's beauty inspired by bologna.
You guys remember the Oscar Meyer theme song?
Yeah, my bologna has a first name. That's what it is. So my bologna has a first name. It's gross. But
remember the Armour hot dogs?
Oh yes, I don't remember the song. What's the song?
Hot dogs. What kind of kids eat Armour hot dogs? Fat kids. Skinny kids. Kids that climb on rocks.
Did they say fat kids?
Short kids.
You could never say that now.
Even kids with chicken pox with hot dogs.
You could never.
They talk about a disease as well.
Yeah, chicken pox. You can never say fat.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God!
You can find the. Here's where the mess comes.
Okay, no, I need to know.
Here's where the mess.
Do you have a knife in your coffee?
Andy, so help me God, don't spill coffee all over my. Andy talks with his hands while he holds a coffee mug, and it's already on.
Let me see the news.
I'm telling you right now, Oscar Meyer just came out with a bologna inspired.
That's not true.
It's true, and it sold out. I mean, like, they sold out of them. Mm-hmm. What do you think? Would you put that on your face?
I have put a lot of meat on my face. I don't know if I would pay for it.
That's what he calls the sack.
Yeah, put D's on.
Code with Andy for blowjobs. I want a 2-piecer McNuggets.
Andy Dick's D's.
Oh my God.
D's nuts. Look.
But that,
is that really real?
It's for real. It's for real.
That shows, what that says to me is how much that meat is just not even meat. It's disgusting.
A lot of filler.
Well, it does promote elasticity, and that's exactly what you think of when you think
obviously
of bologna.
you do. Oh, what? Say that again?
That's what I think about when I think about bologna.
Now we need the Armour hot dogs.
Oh, really?
Commercial.
So they eat a whole package, and then the last slice they put on their face.
Slap it right
on. The story's run out of legs.
All right, let's. So Alec Baldwin having a really horrible year. He's now just been sued for $25 million.
What's his? You know about this?
Alec Baldwin, $25 million? No.
Yeah, so he's
don't?
He's being sued by the family.
Fuck, don't you have a podcast?
I've been inside the studio for 7 hours.
We know the story.
You'll
Did it
remember.
happen yesterday?
So there's a lawsuit stemmed from, there was a fallen soldier, U.S. Marine. He died, and he gave the soldier's sister $5,000 for the family.
Alec did.
Alec
actually
did.
don't.
All right.
Okay. And then she posted a picture on her social media of her at the White House during the riots. And she was cleared by the FBI, by the way. She was not involved in the riots, but she was protesting. And those are her beliefs. And then Alec came back and, brought and he came back on social media. You didn't know this one?
I thought it was the other one about the movie.
No, he actually wrote, and this is what he wrote.
No, where somebody died.
The movie one I heard about.
Yes, the movie one. Yeah. So this is
he's really having a bad year.
So when he so then he went back onto social media and he actually wrote, quote, When I sent you money for your late brother out of respect for his service to this country, I didn't know you were a January 6th rioter.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Andy, you have a podcast. Come on. Oh, wait a minute. Who has a podcast?
You.
Oh,
Just
okay.
get into it.
Yeah.
No, what does that mean? January.
So she was at the She was at the.
There's a
at
big
the Capitol.
rally
There's a
that
big-
turned into a riot in the
When they-
Capitol.
yes.
Oh,
A year.
rioter.
It's
A
been
rioter.
years.
Sorry,
Right.
yes, rioter. So yes, she
I
was
thought I said
there.
writer. Yeah.
So now her and her sisters are suing him for $25 million.
For why? You know what?
Because-
He should never have responded.
Because he's posting.
never do.
He's posting, and now they're getting, of course, hate.
Oh, I
doxed them,
see.
man.
Do you respond to people, Adam? Because I'm sure you get mail and emails and shit like I do. Do you respond to them?
Sometimes and sometimes not. I don't
Mostly
really. I don't really have
It's best
I don't have a policy.
I don't.
Most of them are family members I don't respond to, but the general public guys I will interact with.
She's responding saying, I'm allowed to my opinions, I'm allowed to my beliefs. And so is he. So,
Yeah.
I mean, you can't have it both ways. If she's going to, this is what she believes and this is what she does, this is what he wants to post. I'm just,
Yeah,
She's not
He's
gonna
got
win.
enough to
Gotta
think
get
about.
together.
yeah, seriously.
And tell him about the other thing where the guy died in the movie that he was producing.
Well, this is
The
news
girl.
to me now. There's a tragedy
No.
on the set. Tell me
yes, it was a fake gun, but it was actually a real gun. Whoops.
What- then what
It was
happened?
called a whoopsie daisy.
more. Was
in the
Alec?
prop
Was
department.
Alec even on set?
Nope.
Are you really not? You're familiar with this.
No, this
Come
is-
on, stop.
No,
He's messing.
I'm trying to get the nuts and the bolts
Do
from
you have a
Andy.
gun? I'll
We got
shoot
the
his
Armor
fucking
hot
head
dog
off
song.
right now.
Let's see if it has fat
Tell
kids
us
in
more,
it.
Jody.
Okay, here's more. And this happened. This was yesterday, which was actually 2 days ago. It's just all right. This is commercial.
The armor
Oh,
hot
I
dog
got to see
song.
this. Oh my
let's
god.
see. Is this a new one with the face mask?
Oh my god, it's scary.
It's frightening.
Wrong.
The 70s.
Wrong song. Chris, you got the baseball version of it.
Yeah, we want the
it's
fat,
so weird when you're
skinny
old.
one.
You have to explain everything
Yeah, we
to
want the
everybody.
fat, skinny one.
Wait, wait.
That's the baseball
Wait,
version.
wait. They have a commercial where they.
Here it is.
I was
Sorry.
ready just
This
in
is the
case that
one?
was wrong.
Oh god.
Well, it's not baseball themed.
Looks like
is
the
it?
end of Schindler's List when they're all walking.
I know.
doesn't it?
I've never seen any of these in my life.
I know, but
They're
we're
walking
saying
to
fat kids,
Bologna.
skinny kids. That's
Kids
that's,
marching.
Armor hot dogs.
Oh, I remember this.
Armor hot dogs.
This guy was claimed by AIDS
Fat
in
kids.
87.
Skinny kids. They literally did say fat kids. You're right.
And they showed him one.
Even kids with chicken pox love hot dogs. Armor hot dogs. Hot dogs.
Oh god.
Very inclusive.
Yeah.
Dongs you love to bite and put on your face.
Is there anyone that's like, you have chicken pox, there's no way you could like hot dogs?
I don't think that's been floated.
You don't eat.
But also, they just show a close up of a fat girl.
A girl, no less.
Yeah,
And then they showed one that looked like
Is-
Willy Wonka's.
That would not fly anymore.
No, not at all. On a happier note, and this is I love
That was
love this
happy.
woman.
That last one was
those
happy to
fat
me.
kids are- Yes. Oh my God, chicken pox. 2 days ago, because this is going to air tomorrow,
Anything you
was
say
Dolly
makes me
Parton's
happy.
birthday.
What? I know. Isn't
I
she the
love her.
best?
She's the
I
best.
am obsessed with her.
Oh boy.
Oh, you missed your window.
Bad. What?
Everything
What
about
did
her.
she do? What did you work with her? Have you worked with her before?
No, never met her.
Never met
Love
her.
her.
76,
Don't you?
76 years old. She looks amazing. She's amazing. She's 3 Guinness World Records. She is just
For what? Boobs? It's got to be the boobs.
No, it's for leading the charts and the #1 singles and being a female. She's just amazing. I think she just touches so many generations.
She writes her
And
own
for
music.
if there's any, she does. And I mean, she literally started writing when
She's
she was
really
like
smart.
3.
Everyone loves Dolly Parton.
Everybody does. And if you don't know who Dolly Parton
No.
is, she's
Not
Miley
everybody,
Cyrus's
yes.
godmother.
Who? What? Really? Oh, really?
Yes.
I didn't know
Who
that.
doesn't love her, Andy?
People that don't know her.
Fat kids, skinny kids.
Kids with chicken
Doesn't
pox
eat
do
a
not
lot.
like her.
Yeah. Well,
Small kids.
I'm
Chickenpox.
excluding the group of people who don't know who she is.
Yes,
when
I think
say
they're
everyone
ridiculous,
loves her.
of
I
course.
mean, everyone who knows her.
Everyone
But
knows
you
her.
didn't love her more than now that we told you. She writes her own shit. She produces shit like 9 to 5. Did you ever see it?
Oh, I did.
Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. She wrote that fucking song.
I mean, she writes all of her songs. I mean,
And she's in that movie. Remember? Do you remember?
I
You know
will
what, you
always-
guys go back to sleep. Tell me,
I
when,
like to say
tell me
that-
when we're starting the podcast.
I say to people frequently, if they go, "Did you know? Did you know?" And I always go, "Do you know it?" And they go, "Yep." And I go, "Then I know it because
no self-esteem though.
yeah, no self-esteem." But yes, I remember that was a movie that she started from the '80s. Yeah,
Well, you're so manly.
I love girl bands.
Like which ones?
Spice Girls.
Well,
Let
the
him say.
aforementioned Tony Basil,
Yes.
Okay.
Josie Cotton, the Bangles, Go-Go's.
Bangles. Oh, the
I love
Go-Go's.
all
Wait,
those.
Linda
the Bangles
Carlisle.
and the Go-Go's.
I love all those
God, the
bands. I'm,
Bangles
I'm,
are the
I'm,
best.
I'm all in it. Lisa Loeb, I'm a
Yes.
I
big
was just
girl.
talking with her
I love female
last week.
musicians. You were?
Yep. She's a friend of mine.
She's great.
She is?
She's great.
When
know.
when was that?
When what? Did I
do you guys do
Pop
together?
it in there?
Yeah.
I don't know
What
who's
is that?
making popcorn. No, last week I was talking with her.
Oh, really? Is she out here?
Yes.
What was that?
I don't know.
We don't know.
We were FaceTiming.
Yeah, it's a phone.
Literally
You don't know.
FaceTiming.
Yeah, that.
So she could be
live
anywhere.
on her little. What's that? Where there's two heads, mine and hers.
Like a Zoom thing?
No, like Instagram Live or something.
Oh, Instagram Live.
Hydra. There's the three heads.
I love her.
Yeah, she's
It's weird.
great.
She's
I
great.
thought you must have seen what we did last week.
No, I didn't. I'm just a fan.
You say every day I want to. Oh no,
Wants
don't
the
sing
music.
it.
Come on, that's
I pointed
You're
at
the
me.
worst producer ever.
he wants the music. You want to sing along with Lisa Loeb?
I love her.
She's great.
Yeah, and she wanted to date me years ago in my brain,
Oh, okay.
but I
Not
was
in
dating
reality.
somebody.
Oh.
Well, in reality too.
Oh, yeah. Back to
Love.
Dolly,
What
though.
happened to- okay.
Speaking of singing, I sing to my cat. I sing Dolly songs to my cat. No
Which
joke.
ones?
Here You
she
Come
really?
Again, because my cat's
You know
very
that
attractive.
song?
love that
You know that
song.
It's
song?
one of my
I
favorite
know.
songs.
One of my
Yes.
favorite
And I
songs,
sing it
yeah.
to my cat.
Is it really?
That's a
Adam?
great
Yeah.
song.
It's a great
Here
song.
you come again.
She wrote that
Looking
one.
better than
Then a body has a
a
right to.
She can
Shaking
say
up
that
my.
because of her boobs.
Yes, shaking me up so that all I really know is here you come again, and here I go.
Girl, do you have a musical career?
I had a musical background. It's always started. It's always started
Musical
comedy.
theater.
Actually,
Musical
was yes,
theater.
musical theater.
What
Lot
shows?
of-
What shows?
I mean, I was always in the background. I was always the chorus in
Me
New York,
too.
and then I
What
booked-
show? On Broadway?
Yeah, no, not on Broadway.
Off
no.
Broadway.
Off. I mean, off. And then one
Okay.
day I booked my first speaking role on a soap opera, and I was hungover, and I was like, I'm not going to be on musical theater.
They talk
really?
about fixing deviated septums and changing your
They
voice.
do.
Was that something you were thinking about?
I
or
thought about it,
concerned
and then I was singing in the car, and I was like, it pretty much sounds the same. Yeah.
Wait, did you get that?
I just got the deviated septum surgery.
But you're. And did it fix? Why?
Oh, no, my
it
voice
need
didn't change.
fixing?
That's
No,
all right.
no, my voice
This-
didn't change.
We've covered this.
Yeah, we've already
Let's
covered
do
that's
one
not.
more.
Okay, one more. Okay, guys, ready? Did you guys see the House of Gucci? Did anyone?
I did.
What's it
You
called?
did?
Yes.
What's
House
it
of
called?
Gucci
House of Gucci.
with Lady Gaga.
Should we see it, Brian?
It's
give us a-
middling.
I'd like to see it.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed
never
reviews.
Ask.
I don't know.
Something I don't know.
Well, you're going to want to see.
Well, why give me the middle?
Every time I see,
yeah,
Lady,
I can't. How am I going to commit to middle?
So here's the thing: they
every
cut
time I see her, I
right
don't
on the
recognize
heels of
her.
you saying
I'm like, who's that?
Because she's.
Well, I'm
just
asking. Hold on, one conversation. I'm saying, should I see it? And you go
Okay.
50.
You know what?
go in the
Let me
middle.
say there are enough good things in there amongst the
kinda what I
bad that
heard.
it's worth
Have
checking.
you heard
Yeah.
of the show? You have. Can we see a little bit of it?
What show?
This Lady Gaga one.
House of Gucci? It's a movie
Oh, yeah,
It's a movie.
It's a movie.
about the Gucci.
You hear about
That's how
Baldwin
much I-
shooting that guy?
That was also a movie.
Yeah, it was.
And
All right.
Baldwin didn't shoot.
I heard it was an interesting kind of whatever movie, and also if we're teetering around the middle,
Yeah.
if it's based on a true story, that'll be enough to get me in because
You're in.
I
Me
can
too.
at least sit there and go, "This actually happened," and
Yes.
it'll add
What's
a
the
layer
tru-
of intrigue.
What's the true story?
The wife,
Gucci?
yeah, the wife murdered.
Hired people
Hired,
people to
yes.
murder.
In Florida. In Florida.
in Italy.
Oh,
You're thinking of Versace.
Versace.
Yes.
Isn't that weird? Versace and Gucci, they both got
Oh,
shot.
Versace. Did you know either one of those guys?
No, I'm not that gay, bitch. Fuck.
Just saying. You
To be really
could have
gay.
known one or the
So
other.
gay.
I feel like
Then
I love how he said it. Do you know
Andrew Cunanan?
no, Canoonan.
Canaan.
I actually did know him.
I don't feel like
did?
I should have
Cunanan?
dove in with the correction on that.
I don't.
Andrew Cunanan?
I have a friend that's going to prison for killing people that I used to hook up with.
Really?
Oh my God.
Yeah, really. Next.
Well, the story here is that there was a scene that they shot that was cut, and Lady Gaga was hinting to it during an interview where her and Salma Hayek have sex. Yeah. So
That was cut.
apparently that was cut. She hints
3-hour
and says
movie.
there's a side. Well, there's a side of the movie that you haven't seen, and apparently that's her backside. But I mean, I don't know. I feel like that could be its own movie. Don't you?
It would
guys
have been a
think?
4-hour movie
definitely
if they
watch.
kept that
You would
scene.
definitely, if that scene was back in there, would you go
Yeah.
home right
No,
now
I'm
and
not
watch
into
it?
that. You know, this Adam is because he's so straight. But I don't care. I don't like seeing girls on girls.
This is her.
Do you like that, Jodi?
Not that. I don't like that. What you just did.
You don't have to lick your lips when you're doing it. I think that's the part.
don't
like that?
even get
I
near me
don't.
with those
I don't
hands.
pretend to speak for Jodi, but I think it was the licking of the lips that did it. It wasn't the pounding of the scissored fingers together.
I think it was a combination. It was a
Well,
hard pound.
no, yeah, for sure. But I think it was the slobbering on the lips that kind of
Selma
pushed you over
and Lady Gaga were the Scissor Sisters, basically. Next.
All right, that's about
That's
it.
That's
it.
it?
That is
That's
it for,
all of
and
them.
that's it for
Andrew
the news.
Jodi are the
Cunanan. Max, I'm looking at you because we don't have it.
The great thing
Maybe
is
Brian will.
I've run into or hung out with pretty much everybody.
That's what
I'm
asking.
56. I just turned to 56.
You look great.
Thanks. Still picking up dicks. Dicks. Sucking
Plural,
dicks. What?
plural.
Cunanan.
Whatever. You're
What's his name, Andrew?
hosting the show. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, this guy shot somebody 20 years ago. I'm asking what his name is. I
20
can't
years
remember.
ago?
I don't know if I'm talking about the same
Do you
guy.
have that feeling that time, 20 years ago, you said, that it's just like zipping by?
Yeah,
How old are you now?
same age.
Why do you look better? Don't even answer
Well,
that.
the fentanyl thing is part of it.
I took fentanyl and looked younger.
Watch
it's not
me.
working.
All right. Andy, let's give a plug. AndyDick.com is where you can go.
Oh, yes. And speaking of
Also-
that, you can see one of the things I'm working on, Tiger Dick. Did you see that yet?
No, not
Tiger
yet.
Dick. It's not a parody. I'm doing a mockumentary of me making a thing on the Tiger King. Okay.
All right.
I call it Tiger Dick. Okay.
You can watch it. You can see
Right
that.
there.
Tiger Dick. You can see that at AndyDick.com.
But it's a mock. Like I'm making it, but we cut backstage a lot until by the end of the movie, we're almost all backstage, and I'm worse than him.
And you can
And I play myself.
go to Getter, Gettr for
What's-
Jason Miller. And you can check out Jodi. She's doing stand-up all over the place.
I am.
You
Yeah.
should.
This Monday at the
No, I
Hollywood
haven't- I
Improv
haven't
is
yet for
where
you.
you go. And Just check out our
good one.
podcast,
An
White
idea
Knuckling Parenthood, and website,
Who's
JodiMillerComedy.com.
Oh, Jodi.
All right. So, until next time, it's Adam Carolla for Jodi Miller and Andy Dick.
I
And
love you,
Jason
Adam. I'm so
Miller.
happy to see you.
Love you. Say it. Mahalo.
Oh, yes. I don't remember the song. What's the song?
Hot dog. What kind of kids eat armor? Hot dogs. Fat kids. Skinny kids. Kids that climb on rocks.
Did they say fat kids?
Short kids. Yeah.
You could
Even
never
kids
say
with
that now.
chicken pox with hot dog.
You could
They
never
talk
say
about a disease as well.
Yeah, chicken pox. You can never say fat.
Mm-hmm.